mind when you hear the word values? Well, from our young days itself, we have been hearing words like sincerity, honesty, saying truth, speaking politely. These are some kind of values which we are learning from a very young age itself, right? Especially in our moral studies or moral science class. But as we grow up, this pressure of being truthful, this pressure of being sincere, these all values are actually creating pressure inside us because we feel like we are actually not sincere. We are not actually genuine. We are not actually honest. Like, of course, sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. But what happens, this pressure of these values, you need to be morally correct. That kind of pressure always creates a lot of negativity inside us, not and we go into a lot of negative thinking, and this affects each and every area of our life. So, in this video, I am going to share with you what actually your values are. And you will be surprised to know that these are not your values, these are just symptoms of your values. So, what exactly are your values? If you want to know, stay till the end of the video. I'll be sharing with you. But for people who are first time coming to my YouTube channel, my name is Subhish Menon. I am a law of attraction coach, a hope and opening healer, and through my YouTube channel, I do share this kind of knowledge about related to law of attraction and generally about life as such, especially related to personal growth and development. Now, if you want to know more about me and read some of my books, you can go to the description where you can find it and you can go through it. So, coming back to values. So, when you are deciding your values or when you want to find your values, there are four factors which is actually the criteria or the basis on which you can decide what your values are. Now, the word values, you remember, there are values. You can have a hierarchy of values from top to bottom, right? You don't have to have one value, you will have multiple values. But most importantly, we need to focus on at least three important values in our life because our values are without our knowledge, our values are influencing our life. If you really look at our life itself, you can find your values. So how? So the four factors which I discussed with you before is, it's called, in short form, it is called TMFS. TMFS. So what exactly is these all things? T stands for time. So if you value something, for example, you value a family, you give time to them, right? But if you don't do that, but you say that I value my family, but you don't spend time with your family, that means consciously you are saying it, but subconsciously you're not doing it. And that means you don't actually value your family. I'm sorry to say that. People who really say that, but doesn't invest your time in that. So the first factor is time. Second factor, which is M, is money. Are you investing money in areas which you really value? For example, if you're a person who invests a lot of your money in books, to read books, that means you value reading. Or you want to learn a particular topic like science or technology, whatever it is, you are investing your money buying books or even courses and you're going for it, that means you value that. Maybe you are a person who value cars, you're a person who value homes. How? Because you spend money in that. Then the third factor is focus. So for example, let's say you are listening to my YouTube channel. If you really value, or if you really value to find your value, you will be listening here totally throughout the video because your focus will be here. You will not be in your mobile, or you'll just not switch on the channel, switch off the channel, or you will not go somewhere. You will be focused. So that is what focus is all about. And the fourth one is your space. What is there in your space? Always there is something in your space which is your value, related to value. Now, it may be a little bit confusing because even when first time when I heard it, when I was confused, because for me, as I told you before, honesty, sincerity, these all were my values. And I thought, how come these all become my values? So let me give an example from my life itself. What are my values? Well, I did an exercise, which is actually from a famous person called Dr. John D. Martini. He has this wonderful session called the Breakthrough Experience, where he gives us a proper scientific method to decide on what are your values. And in that, even I attended that course. I attended the session. It's a 2-day session. And in that one, there are 13 questions you need to answer. And based on these 13 questions, you can find your values. Now, this one, you don't have to actually attend the course. If you go to the website, Dr. John D. Martini's website, just you can Google it, and there you can see this criteria. These 13 questions are free for download and to work on it. So my request to you is please go and work on this, and you will find your 3 important values. Because so that you can do by yourself, but I just want to explain to you what are actually there and what happened to me, what was I found. So there are questions related to these 4 factors. What is the first thing? Most, if you take a day, for what thing you are investing your most amount of time? So for me, it was learning about personal growth and development. That was the most investment. Fine. Then where are the money you're investing? Again, it's for me learning personal growth and development. Focus. I'm focused on this. I read books. I go to sessions. I hear podcasts because I love to learn personal growth and development. And then last is the space. Yes, I have books. I have materials like this laptop and everything to learn things. So everywhere you can find things related to personal growth and development. I mean, people related to personal growth and development. My friends are like that. So I value that very much. My second value was my family. When I read TMFS was family, and my third was speaking and teaching and conducting sessions like this, creating videos like this. This was my third value. So similarly, it's a very scientific method. If you can go and download it, you can answer the questions and you will find your 3 important values. Now, if you find your values, and if you don't like your values, don't worry, but it's just an awareness. There's also a method to change your values, but I don't want to share this here, and it's as per the experience, in the breakthrough experience you go through it, so I don't want to share it. But there are methods to even change your values to the values which you like. But the first step is to become aware of what you value, because most of us doesn't know that. For example, as I told you, someone says that I love my family, I value my family. You may love, but I value my family, and you're not investing your time or money or even focus or even space. You don't have photos of family members, or you don't call them. So that means you're just saying for the sake of saying, but you are not actually valuing it. Similarly, takes any other area. Let's say health. You say I value my health, but you're not investing your time. You're not investing time for exercising. You're not investing your money. You're not focused on doing or going to gym or doing exercising, and you don't have space. You don't have the things to do it. So that means you don't actually value your health. So it's very important. It was an eye opener for me when I did this exercise. And why it is important is, once you find these values, and if you like that, you almost have found your purpose. Because what are values? Values are actually your purpose. Because when you do things, or when you are involved in things related to your values, that is where you actually feel alive. That is where actually you feel that you're living your life. So I believe it's very important that each and everyone on this planet has to go and find their values if they're not found yet. So a wonderful tool is Dr. John D. Martini's website. Go through it and find out. But again, the basis of that is the 4 things which I told. TMFS, which is time, money, focus, and space. Whatever you're giving there, the most important are your values. So I hope it was clear to you. If not, please again watch this video so that you get more idea. Go to the website and find out what are your values. And if you find out, I would request you to please put your values, if it's okay with you, in the comment section in this video. So if you like this video, please press the like button, share with someone who also wants to find their values. And if you liked it, please subscribe and also press the bell button, because next time when I come with a video, you will get an alert from YouTube. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. As I always say, till seeing you next time, keep polishing your energy. Thank you.